Pisces, Pisces, the Ivy Phoenix here. Welcome back. We're doing July 2018. Thank you all so much for being there. Now, for you all, this is me wanting to cry. It's not me taking on anybody else's energies, and maybe because you're my last video. I really, and also too, this is Pisces energy, emotional. And it's also my North Node. Thank you all so much for being there for me. The emails, the messages, it has been a lot. It's been a lot going on, and I went into more detail in the Aries video, but you guys don't understand how much it's meant to me just to have, like, I don't want to say strangers because we're all brought to each other for a reason. And I love that since I've been doing YouTube, that it's definitely been a lot more positive interactions than anything else. But I really appreciate you all checking in on me. Now that things seem to be changing a little bit in regards to their winding down, I'm not as engulfed in what's going on. I'll be back, but I just have had to put my personal life first. But your messages have really meant a lot. They really have. Facebook, Instagram, please join me on the Fire Family over there. It's been a lot more easy. It's been easier to manage instead of having to, be still 4 hours on end to get these readings out. I can do those on the go as the energy comes to me, and they're quick, or sharing certain messages as they come in. So those platforms have definitely been a lot busier when it used to be the opposite. YouTube used to be more thriving. But yeah, I'll be back on my cadence soon. So welcome back to those of you who have been rocking with me. And that's another thing too. Thank you for still, booking services with me. I'm also the type where doing things helps me rebalance. I can never focus on one thing too long. And in that regard, I mean, like, I don't like focusing on things that make me emotional for too long. I have to distract myself some way. And I've been doing that with work. So, like I was saying, welcome back to those of you who have been rocking with me, booking with me, all those different types of things. And hello to all of my new watchers, new subscribers. General reading will not resonate with everyone. In my June videos, I gave the advice to definitely be paying attention not only to your sun sign, but specifically your rising sign. Still, you can watch your moon, Venus videos as well. These are all being kept pretty short for me. More cases than not, they've been kept pretty short. But yeah, I really feel compelled that during at least the next couple of months, we have the Page of Swords that's come out so far for Pisces, July 2018. Yeah, I really felt compelled for that. I don't read reversals or call out signs. Five of Wands. You take the situation as it applies to you. So, is there anything else? Okay. Similar layout to last month as well, where I'm going to pull out the major arcana and then have the storyline below. So I also remember your video from last month Pisces. There were a few that were very, very telling. They were all pretty short, so I remember most of them, but yours was false advertising. Petty Patty. I've been trying to think of a male reference. Petty Peter? Petty Paul. Petty... Oh. Petty what? Petty Patty. Petty Petey. So it's more lines. But yeah. Where you all, you know, what's the definition of petty? I know y'all know. Petty Pisces. That's just what I will say. Petty Pisces. That way it is gender freaking neutral. That's what. Thanks. Thanks. Why did I do that? I wanted to take y'all out. Sorry. Page of Swords, 5 of Wands, 5 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, the Judgment card, and the Magician have shown up so far. What else we got? What else we got? Pisces, July 2018. June readings. I know for when that they were coming out. I was asking, of course, for what was transpiring. One more pull. Okay, thanks. What was okay. Page of Knights. We'll see why Divine wants you to get. Did I say Page of Knights? Page of Wands. I guess we'll see why Divine wants you to aim towards that. What was I saying before that? Jeez. Oh, June readings. You know, I was asking what was going on in June per se, but I also felt that it was going to be a sneak peek into June, right? It just got really cold in here. Okay. Page of Swords. This feels like petty Pisces. 5 of Wands. Conflict in the physical. 5 of Cups. Oh, Pisces. Have you learned the error of your ways, my friend? Because I feel this regret here. And not just crying over spilled milk, but understanding how you've played a role in it. I feel this, man, what have I been doing? 10 of Pentacles. King of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. So a couple here. Oh, this is promising. And the Ace of Cups. Yeah, Pisces. Judgment. And let me just be real with you, because I know I can. You needed that. And the Magician. You needed your wake-up call. And I'm not talking about Hangman, you know, epiphany. I'm talking about, I think, you know, you all, was it Tower? Or some type of 9 of, that's interesting. 9 of Cups underneath the Page of Wands. 7 of Cups. 9 of Pentacles. pause for the cause real quick, please. I was interested to, okay, so videos that I have done this month have been building upon each other, right? And when I say that, there have been relative cards that have been pulled for a following reading to one that was previous, whether it has been, ooh, my freaking foot, ooh, my ankle actually, ow. That's interesting. Golly, Pisces, what are y'all doing to my body right now? What are you doing to my body right now? Ah, mm, 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 mm. Whether it's been in the storyline or whether it's been with the Oracle card, oh, are any of you having foot issues, ankle issues, painful, painful, painful? My right one. Oh, I was sitting Indian style and just wanted to stretch my legs while I, go into this reflective dialogue. And now it's, no, there's like a slight now. But geez, oh my gosh. If any of you are going through that, sorry. Oh, um, oh wow. So yeah, the readings have been building upon each other. Now, the first six signs, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo, really had a lot of overlapping storylines to where I continuously said, yo, you need to go check out this reading, or you need to go and check out this reading. So I don't know if that is more so because the sun and the rising signs may relate to each other, or if maybe those are the people that you're dealing with. I don't know, but a lot of the messages could relate, and that has now been compelling for also the in the at least in the storyline piece, for the last six signs: Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. The message cards have been, going whichever the direction that they have been going, but the storyline has been related to subsets of signs. I hope that makes sense. So I think you got it. I'm hoping that you got it, Pisces, because I know we've had this talk before where you do certain things because it invokes an emotion. So you all are like Aries in that way, how they are the beginners, you are the end, right? So there will be some similarities there. That's duality on its own, to the point where they rush off of pure emotion, off of not knowing. You rush off of pure emotion because you know. And then the consequences come and you have to be like, did I do that? Oh, I'm sorry. And the difference between you and Aries is Aries will be like, okay, I got it type of thing, versus letting you know genuinely how they may truly be apologetic, versus you all being able to give that empathy, right? That I showed you the cards. I did. Because I said this is going to be promising. So yes, I feel like this Page of Swords is that petty Pisces energy. I mean, literally, since I did the June video, I was like, I only said petty Patty. I didn't have one that could be more related to the male community. Petty Pisces, ingenious. That's what this feels like, that immature cutting energy just because you have a sword, but you don't know how to yield the sword. I mean, he's not exactly in any stance where I feel like he knows what he's doing. It's more just like, hey, they gave me a sword. I'm just walking and I am just ready to swing it and do whatever I feel I want to do. Not that it's an informed decision. So you've been doing that. And it's been causing, some disarray in the physical world for you, in your connections, all of that. But I feel like this judgment came in to finally hit you over the head, Pisces, to be like, how long can you do this? If you really want something substantial in love, if you really want to have budding work relationships, any things of those natures, you have to learn how to cultivate those relationships in a positive manner. Just because you know something, no, I want to put air quotations around that. Just because you know something doesn't mean that you're seeing it for all it is. I mean, we have the 7 of Cups that showed up right here. Neptune is retrograde now in your sign. Is Pluto in Pisces, retrograde in Pisces, or in Capricorn? I really feel like it was in Capricorn. Um, I'm pretty certain that it is retrograde in Capricorn. Of course, when I was in the Capricorn reading, it would make more sense to have checked then, but my gut is telling me it's Capricorn. I feel like there were 2. Yes, it is. Neptune, I know, is retrograde in your sign, Pisces. So you're not seeing everything for really what it is. And usually, too, because of the reaction that you're giving, you're reacting off of when that information is being brought to you, how you are thinking about it, how you're receiving it, versus truly trying to understand if that is the truth. Do you understand the difference there? And so I feel that this energy has been premature, or it has just been reactive for something that maybe it's invoked a certain emotion for you that is that symbolizes something from the past, something very traumatic for you. So instead of even trying to give it the chance to be explained, you just already cut to this. So judgment has come in with the retrograde season, with the eclipse season, whatever it is where this judgment has come in, where you have finally been learning how those types of reactions are keeping you from something that's really promising. Whether that is, again, is in love. I mean, in this situation, since we have a king and a queen here, and then we have the ace, we have the 10 of Pentacles right next to it, and then we have the Ace of Cups. It's signifying this is a relationship specific group, but it doesn't need to be limited to that. Okay, so now I'm hoping, Pisces, do you see me looking at you? I'm hoping that now you're able to manifest the real. And not so much because of the retrograde season as of right now, but going forward, after you really gotten this lesson, you will be able to manifest the real. Okay? Like on the video that I think it was either for January or February, where you all were just letting somebody have it. Back when I was calling out signs, it was specific to an air sign. For a majority of you. That doesn't necessarily need to be all of you, or they have air in their chart somewhere heavily. But you were letting somebody have it. And I feel like in certain situations, it can be necessary. If maybe they've just continuously taken your kindness for weakness, I get it. I get it where that may be just the knee-jerk reaction. However, the way that you all have been playing your cards, this group that I'm talking to specifically, regardless of what the readings in between have been, this group of you specifically, you run off the cliff somewhat unnecessarily. And then you wonder why certain things are not having lasting power, or you're wondering why you're continuously questioning something's role within your life. And I feel it's just because you're moving a little bit too fast. You're reacting out of pure emotion versus being like, okay, I'm going to feel what I feel for a millisecond here, or whatever you need, whatever you need. I'm going to feel what I feel. And then I'm going to, you can invoke the, benefit of the doubt. You can sit there and be like, but I know this person a little better than what I'm feeling. Like, you can start coming back down to earth and being a little bit more grounded to be like, but am I really seeing it clearly? I really want you all to start now asking that until you finally feel like you're not just questioning everything. So instead of questioning everything, start questioning your own resolve to be like, am I thinking about this clearly? I think it's going to save you a lot of having to go back and fix messes, Pisces. I do. I really do. Because ultimately, this is what you want. This is what I think a majority of people want, is this Ten of Pentacles energy, whatever it is that Ten of Pentacles stands for in your life, to make them happy. But this isn't, just material stuff. This isn't the shallow stuff, the fancy cars, the whole bunch of money, that type of stuff. This is more about having a stable family, having love, having support, having those things that are truly going to build you up as a person. And so here we have a couple where now that you're realizing it, the universe, has a way of testing our wills. Testing, one, if we've learned the lesson, but also two, continuously bringing us opportunities, whether we're ready for them or not. And so now this opportunity is here where, like, are you ready? Because you recognize how you've acted, you want this. Okay, let's try it. Coupled up, booed up, as the now famous, more famous saying is coming out to be, booed up, coupled together in a relationship. I mean, this king is a little worrying to me in this deck because of his facial features. But this could be you. Honestly, this could be you. Where again, old habits are hard to kill. Are hard to change. So that's why I'm saying, I think you're going to need to practice having to press pause and being like, am I thinking about this clearly? And maybe this demeanor may soften a little bit for you, Pisces, okay? But there's somebody who, I mean, look at her face. Does she really look like she means you any harm? He switched the roles however they may be, and then you have divine willing to bring you the blessing of having a new beginning in your love life. This person, I mean, barefoot. I feel like there's a very nurturing and caring way that they're holding this pentacle. And the way that they're looking at it, it looks as if they are truly going to be tending to what they give you. And that even what they give you is precious. Like, don't take that for granted, Pisces. If this opportunity has presented itself, is in the midst of developing right now, or is coming for you. Now, switching gears here. So that, this manifestation is coming over here for me with the Magician card. Page of Wands at the bottom. Divine wanting you to get here. Why? I feel as if your passion, now, going through and seeing the different scenarios, your passion has been very directed towards something else. Your focus has been more on the fight, the reactiveness. And I feel as if, Divine has this Page of Wands energy here to get you to act in a new manner, to get you to put your passion elsewhere. Okay? What I also see too is this is, that delayed response can actually be fruitful for you. This delayed response gets you to your wishes, gets you to being able to think about what you want more so, because when I look at this illustration, it's not that he's content. Like he still looks like he wants more, right? But then we have the Seven of Cups here, where it's, it's the answers to that question of, am I thinking about it clearly? Am I making the right choice? And understanding too that and I can go through the bottom of the deck all day, understanding that regardless of this being what you want, you are content with what you already have, with who you are. So that's a moment to celebrate, right? That I could just keep going. It's a moment to celebrate. It's not a moment that you need to be anguishing over anymore with the Nine of Swords that was there. Okay? So I'm hoping you get my point. Let's get to your advice and see if it's one of a few cards that has come out. Whether at the bottom of the deck or, whether as the main advice for the month. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Oh, showed up before, both of them. So this was, I think this showed up twice, if not for sure once. This was in the Leo video. Chop wood. 42, that's 6. Being able to put in the work necessary, Pisces, to get closer. Actually, because of the way this card is presented, there isn't much wood that's been chopped. This is continuously putting in effort but not seeing the results, and understanding why that is. Right? That's what I feel from that card. I feel if it was chop wood, as in putting in your dues, like understanding too, it's going to take a minute to get up to that level. That's what I feel for you. For Leo, I said a little bit something different. Theirs was more about control, and relinquishing that. But for you, this is more about, you got to pay your dues now. You've been living in this type of energy for too long. It's going to take you a little bit to be able to change that dynamic. But know that with progress, you will be training yourself on how to do that. This milk and honey came in the Virgo video, I believe. 51, also 6. Oh, mirrored effect here. Where you can have this. This was something different for them too, but because of the way you're reading this and what I'm feeling for you, Pisces, you can have this. This can be your happiness. You can be living in the land of milk and honey. This can be you more swimming and enjoying the dynamics of that world, of that love, of that stability with work in life, if you just recognize that not everything that you hear is to necessarily be taken at face value. In your case, I'm being specific to Pisces here. In your case, not everything involves reacting or self-sabotaging before it even has the chance to get off the ground. Okay. That's nice to end on. All of these readings have definitely had their own messages, but I like this for you, Pisces. I do. I do. I do. Take it slow. Am I seeing it for what it really is? Again, thank you all so much. This concludes July. Yay! August will be out on time, God willing, because I will be in the process of moving. So August more than likely will be the last time you see this setup. I will miss this home. It's definitely become a part of my life, but it's time to expand. So yes, my goal is to have August out on time because I want to have it done before I move, and things are all up in the air. And yeah, so I will see you then. Know how to reach me down in the description box below. Join me Facebook, Instagram, all those different platforms. I will see you next time. Mwah. Love you so, so much. I'm sending you tons of love and light. And until next time, please, please, please be blessed, all right?